The Clemson Tigers and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Coach Sweeney, he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And here's the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Off-play action on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Hits the hole. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the delay, it's Johnson. He's got enough. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking for room. It's Davidson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jennings. Moves to his right. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeps it on the ground. Just smothered on the play.
And a lot lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Still looking to his right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the back. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They kick it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the move, he fires. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Jennings. Escapes the pressure to his right. Finds his big tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Fires on the move. Right side, it's Hale. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long right here. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Lots of running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Number 8 with the carry.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
SMU 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Rush right in his face. On the run, fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Secures it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. All over him immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Fires downfield. Just gets rid of that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sets his feet. It's Jennings. Left side is Hale. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap in the shotgun. Still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Moves the pocket. It's Jennings. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the wide out. Out wide right, it's Wesco. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going for it all. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Wants to throw one first. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the Rice Owls.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Hits inside. It's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Number 1 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Drops back, it's Jennings. Out wide left, it's Smith. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Jennings. Rolls right. He's going to take off. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They're testing the right side here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. On the return. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, SMU! Stealing a score on special teams. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but dealing with fourth down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
Breaks away on the left. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Number 99 sets a kickoff.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. On play action. Left side is Hale. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
14. Number 99, set to kick this one.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Burrows. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 8 in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give to the left side. Really good job by everybody
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Right. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Going to the running game. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The play fake. Right side, it's Pittman. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and long coming up. Pulls and fired complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the left side. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll give it to him again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Down he goes. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corner.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Sells to fake. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to throw it deep. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.